Welcome back to the DMD channel. It is the build-up for Newcastle versus Everton tomorrow at St James's Park. We're going to go through my predicted lineup today. Look at the injury news from Eddie Howe's press conference this morning. We'll touch on Champions League draw, which was brilliant for Newcastle, I think. And then we're going to end on the insane build-up of transfer news over the past 3 or 4 weeks that's really starting to gnaw at me and get on my nerves. So we'll start with the Champions League draw that was this morning. Absolutely great draw for Newcastle. I think the side of the draw that we're on has been very, very helpful to us, I think. Nobody expects us to win the Champions League. I don't think we'll win the Champions League. Drawing Barcelona instead of Chelsea, I think is a great draw for us. It's more romantic cup tie. I don't want to play Chelsea 3 times in a week. Barcelona, I think, is a good draw. Good for fans that get the away tickets. Good day out. But if we get past Barcelona, it's either Atletico Madrid or Spurs in the next round. Spurs, I back us every day of the week to win. Atletico, I think, will be a tough game. I think it'll be similar to the Barcelona game. Brilliant for Kendall Rowan. Her 2 teams going against each other. But I think if we get through Barca, we've got a good chance of getting through the quarters as well. Semi-finals where it would get tough. You've got Arsenal probably in your semi-final. Over 2 legs. That's where I think we might come undone. But when you get to that stage, it's anyone's game, really. So, really happy with the draw. Couldn't be happier. Moving on to the info this morning that Eddie Howe gave in his press conference regarding injuries. Some stuff we expected, some really strange news. So Tino Livramento is back training, a couple of weeks out, wanting to build his fitness up before he gets game time again. Totally expected. A very important player for us. I wouldn't expect him to be rushed back. Jacob Ramsey, touch and go, training today, see how he comes out of training, whether he plays tomorrow or not. I'm hopeful that he will be back in time for tomorrow. Then the weird one is Eddie Howe is quoted as saying that if his injury is not treated correctly, he could be out for the rest of the season. This is from an injury we were told was a dead leg. Then we were told it was a dead leg that caused a bit of muscle damage. And now we're being told that he's not back anytime soon. And if it's not treated right, it could be the season. Something's not adding up with that injury for me. Is it just that it caused more muscle damage than they're letting on? Is it something that was an injury that they're not actually reporting correctly on and they're worried about something? I really don't know, and it's really weird to me because he's such a big player for us. And I can't believe that a dead leg, if not treated correctly, it keeps him out for the season. So it's a really strange one for that. It's frustrating as well as a fan because he's a great player. The rest of the injury news, Kraft, season done. Sharp, season done. Bruno. There's reports coming out of Brazil that Bruno could be towards the end of April, missing the next 10 games. Whereas British reports are beginning, middle of April. I don't know which one it'll be. I hope it's the latter, obviously. But again, no Bruno for a few weeks. That's the main injury news. We'll move on to my predicted lineup. I'm not even sure if this is my preferred lineup or my predicted lineup. It's a weird one going into this week. Pope will start. Eddie Howe always starts Pope in the league. I'd love it to be Ramsdale. I think in the summer, goalkeeper is a priority position for us. I don't think I'd want to sign Ramsdale on a permanent with his wages. I'd want someone of his style a lot better with his feet. But as good as shot stopper as Pope has been, he's dropping off on that as well at the moment. But Pope will start because he's Eddie Howe's number 1. Your back 4 is Kieran Trippier right back, Lewis Hall left back. They both pick themselves. Malik Chow back in at centre half. And I'm torn between either Dan Burn or Sven Botman. They both could start. I think Eddie Howe will go with Dan Burn. I don't know who I would prefer because Burn was a bit shaky midweek. Botman was a bit shaky midweek when he was playing. I think he'll go with Burn, but I think I'd prefer Botman. Going into your midfield, 3. Big decision to be made here as well now with people back fit. Tonali starts in your centre of your 3. No option. Best player we've got in the midfield at the moment. Ramsey, if he's fit, starts for me because he's been most improved player this second half of the season. He gives us exactly what we need in midfield. He's press resistant. He gets forward with the ball. Really, really big player for us. And your third option, you've got Willock, Joe Linton and Waltmada. I've gone that he'll start Joe Linton and rest Waltmada. I think I'd prefer Joe Linton as well. We look a much better team for me when Joe Linton's playing, but I get we're lacking a little bit of creativity with Bruno missing. Waltmada can give you that creativity, but defensively you're not getting the shift that you're going to get out of Joe Linton. And although we are at home, Everton are a good side away from home. It's a massive game. We need to win this game. So I'd rather us be a bit more solid defensively to start with. And then if we need to grab a goal late on, change it then. So I've gone Joe Linton starting. Your front 3, Gordon starts up front. No question about it for me. We look so much better when we've got legs up top. Gordon gives us your legs. He's getting better with his finishing. He's on form. He has to start. Alanga over Murphy will start for me. Murphy's been poor this year. Alanga's showing green shoots, and I think Alanga's more of the future of the club. So getting him game time, playing him as much as possible, gives us the best chance of actually getting a player out of him. And then Barnes on the left, he needs to produce something this game. He's playing in his preferred position now with Gordon up top. He needs to be producing more than he has been. If he doesn't get a goal, he doesn't produce much in games lately. So I want to see a really big game from Barnes. I think that 11 is good enough to get a win at home against Everton. This is the test of if we've come out of the bad patch of form. We beat Spurs away, but then we've beat Karabag twice in the Champions League. We beat Villa in the Cup, and we've lost to City. So although we're on a good run of form, we've only actually won 1 league game in that run of form. The rest has been cup ties. And the game before Spurs was the defeat against Brentford. So for the season, for the league, we need to be winning this game. This is a test of, are we just a cup team this year? Or has the form turned around altogether and we're going to put a bit of a run together in the league to climb up and get some form of European football through the league, which we have to get if we're going to progress. So that's my lineup. We are going to finish on some transfer news that's becoming totally insane for me and really starting to annoy me. In the past few weeks, half of our team has been sold in the press. You've got Gordon going to Liverpool at the moment. Again, linked to Liverpool, linked with Arsenal as well. You've got Tonali going to Manchester United in the press. Number 1 target. He'll go if they bid, apparently. You've got Tino Livramento, who every year is going to Manchester City. You've got Lewis Hall, who Man United fans and online media have been saying is the perfect player for them. They need Lewis Hall. And then you've got Nick Waltmada, who, albeit some Newcastle fans are saying, if we can get what we paid, sell him. I don't agree with that at all. And the German press saying Waltmada could be heading back to Germany. I just don't get it. We're in the middle of the season. A lot of those players are integral to our team. And I get players that are playing well for you are going to get looked at by other clubs. And there's going to be rumour and speculation about some. But surely we ain't selling most of them. Gordon's under contract till 2030. Tonali's signed a new contract last year. Tino, there's talk about he has a contract getting offered to a new contract getting offered to him to tie him down. Lewis Hall isn't going anywhere. He's the best left back in the league for me. Nick Voltemade, I wouldn't personally sell. I think there's a player in him. We just need to get the best out of him. I just don't get where all these players are going. And if they are going, what does that say about the project that were being sold by Hopkinson and by the owners? That all our best players are now up for sale after the Isaac situation, where we're going to be scared and not put our foot down because of what happened with Isaac. It's just insane for me. If we're wanting to progress as a team and progress at the rate that the CEO is talking about, maybe one of those players can get sold. Not all of them, not 2, not 3, not 4. Otherwise, we're rebuilding every year and we're not going to get to the position we're being sold to from Hopkinson and from the owners. Be interesting to see how the season goes on and if these rumours die down or if they become a bit louder. That's all for today then. A lot to talk about. Leave a comment and let me know what you think of the transfer rumours that are happening. And does Voltemade start tomorrow? In the comment section down below. Please like and subscribe the video. Ring the notification bell to be informed when all the new videos go live with all the Newcastle content. There'll be 2 or 3 videos going live tomorrow. And I'll see you next time.